Hi everybody, it's Tamara from Prairie Town Girl here on Etcetera's, and I know I always say this, but this really is a very fun, very quick, and very easy project to make today. So it's just a little pad that you can throw in your purse, or you can put in a junk journal, which is where I usually put mine, and it's just made from your scraps. So it's a great way to use up some of your odds and ends. This front image, I think this was from an Artie Mays free printable, and then I've just added a few little embellishments, added a tie, sew it all together, it's done. And you can see it doesn't even matter really the size of your paper. You just throw it all on there and you've got a nice little pad. I don't have, believe it or not, a lot of scraps right now because I've been using them up. So what I did is I went through my book page stack really, and I found all of the sort of the blank pages at the beginning and ends of the book, or pages that hardly have anything on them, like up at the top there. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to use for my inside papers. And then for the outside, I have these images. These are kind of images of postcards. And I thought I've kept them intact a little bit because I think I'm going to make booklets out of them at some point, but I do have this one little one that's all by itself here. And again, I think this might be from Artie Mays. So head over to her blog or Instagram or website and you can find all kinds of wonderful printables over there, even if this isn't one of them. So let's get started. Okay, so to start, you want to figure out what you're going to use as your cover image, and if you don't have something like this, you can just cut off a piece of really pretty scrapbooking paper or that kind of thing. Doesn't have to be special. So, and the only reason I'm starting with that is so that I know approximately how big I want my inner pages to be. So this one flips up, and this one I'm going to do this way, flipping to the side. So I think I'm not even going to use a knife or scissors or any of that kind of thing, and yeah, I think I could probably get three pieces out of this, and so I'm just going to tear my paper. That is the fastest way to do it, and just sort of line it up approximately. Doesn't have to be exact. And these ones are going to stick out the edge a little bit, and I'm actually okay with that. I probably don't want them all to stick out that far, but a few are okay. So don't need that part of it. Can get two more out of here. And it's nice if you have pages from different books, because then you get different textures as well. And I'm going to make this one, I'm going to cut off a little bit off the end so that they're not all sticking way out. You could use a decorative tear edge ruler if you wanted to. You can even use pages like this that seem like they've got a lot of text on them, and I can just use this inner part here. And then it's not going to waste. It's fun to put in some pattern paper as well. It doesn't all have to be blank paper. Just mix it up. Okay, so I think that's quite a few pages. I didn't count them, but that's a nice size. You don't want to make it too thick, because if you're putting it in your junk journal, you don't want to add loads and loads and loads of bulk. So I think what I'm going to do is I like to sew across the top or the folding edge. So I'm going to sew a line across here. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do the sewing part. You can just skip this and come back to me on our next step, but I'm going to add the stitching and I'll be right back. Okay. Just one little stitch across, and I just used a basting stitch, and I didn't even match my bobbin and top thread. And I guess that's another reason you want to be careful not to have too large of a stack. If you're going to do the sewing, you got to make sure it's not so thick that you can't get your needle through. So just as a decorative touch, and again, if you have the stitching, you can skip this step if you want to, but I'm going to add, whoops, let's see here, I'm going to add a couple of little holes along the side here, and I don't think it's anything I need to measure. Just want it, whoops, just want it to be within that sort of margin of the stitching line. That's totally the backwards way to do that. And I think I've got a little twine here, and I'm just going to whoops, I'm just going to put that through here. There we go. I'll just make a little bow. Okay, now that's cute just like that, but I think I'm going to add just a little bit more decoration, and I maybe could have done this step first, but I wanted to, I've got this glimmer mist from Tattered Angels in my stash. So this used to be super popular, oh, probably like 10 years ago when people were doing paper crafts, and so I got a couple of bottles, and this is like a really shimmery peach, and it just adds that, just a very fine layer of shimmer. It's barely even noticeable, but I'm going to use it and put it on there. And yeah, I don't even know if you can see that. And I've got these little doodads. They came out of this package that was, I got this in my stocking for Christmas this year. And I don't use like super bright shiny colors very often, but these are coming in handy. And what I love about this is that it is full, right to the very top. Most things these days you get and there's like 3/4 air in the bag, but I really appreciate that they actually filled that bag up. I just need to grab a little glue. I'm going to use my premium craft glue, and I'm just going to stick a few shiny bits down. Just to add a little texture. That's really all this is for, because the image is so pretty already. It doesn't really need much at all. There we go. Done. There's my cute little paper pad. And that will go great in a journal or in my purse, or you could stick a magnet on the back and stick it on your fridge. It's a cute little thing to throw into a Happy Mail. Lots of ways you can use it. So, where's the original one? So there you go. As promised, quick and easy. So have fun with that. I hope that sparks some ideas and some creativity, and I hope you enjoyed that. Stay safe, stay healthy, and come back soon and we'll do some more crafting. Thanks everybody. Bye.